be Saturday the 21st.
You waited.
Hello, everyone. It is midnight here in the beautiful middle of the United States, and I am here with some of the high ladies of the council. What are we again?
What are we? That's what I say. The high ladies, because I think it sounds funny.
Let me
The
go back to
council-
Discord.
Council
of High Ladies.
I have to look it up every time I mention it in a video. I'm like, what are they called? I have to go find it.
I do have a link to our Discord in the description, and I actually made it one that doesn't expire because I've had lots of comments going, I'm trying to join your Discord, but the links don't work. So let's see who's joined us. You guys, many of you who follow us for our monthly readathons know Brandy, but Brandy is, for the last few, hasn't been able to be on screen. So we are so happy to have you here with us today, Brandy.
I just missed one.
Oh, was it only one?
Yeah, I was just on the chat for the last one, but I'm back. I haven't been feeling good, but I'm feeling pretty good today. So
I'm really happy to have you here. I'm excited about this book, y'all, because I don't know, I've been in a really, really bad reading slump, and I've heard that this is one of the best fantasies, so it better be. And then we have Amanda from Reading and Writing Life. And we have Ashley from Read Now, Sleep Later. All beautiful women here to join us. Oh. And in the chat, we already have Saf joining us.
Saf.
Good morning, Saf. And we have Hans, who is definitely morning for Hans. So none of us have gone to bed yet. Hans is just getting up. And thank you for getting up early to join us today, Hans.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Hans, are you reading The Bone Shard Daughter with us? And same with you, Saf. I think you said you were going to be reading this, but I can't remember for sure. And we have, is it Johan? Is that how you pronounce your name? Hi, and welcome. So, those of you who have joined us before for our 24-hour readathon know how this works, but those who are new, we on screen are all going to read the same book during the reading sprints, and we'll discuss between those reading sprints. We'll probably play some games I have planned. However, you do not have to read this book with us. You can read whatever it is you're currently reading, and then let us know. Tell us in the comments what you are reading. Are you reading Bone Shard Daughter, or are you reading something else? What is it? We've had people that join us that actually do other stuff during the sprints. So you guys join us for the games in the chat and do whatever you want during the sprints. So Saf said, I took an accidental nap. I wish I could have taken a nap. I couldn't even take a purposeful nap. I just was laying there with my eyes open and it wasn't working. How about you ladies? Anybody get a nap in?
Oh, at least I got an hour.
Oh, no, I did not.
I didn't take a nap, but I've been up since I slept until 9 a.m. this morning. So
that's not sleeping in.
Pretty good for me. Well, I got up at 5 when Steve went to work, but I went back to sleep. I'm good. And hey, isn't it some people's birthdays?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Some people's.
Isn't this a birthday party?
So somebody's birthday is actually today, and somebody's birthday is tomorrow, or was the day before? Are they that close together?
Stacy's was Friday, and mine is Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. So Stacy's birthday just ended 6 minutes ago. Is that what we're saying?
6.
Yes, 6 minutes
and
ago.
I already feel so old.
Okay.
So tired.
So, thank you very much, and happy birthday to Ashley.
So glad you guys were born.
Me too. Every single one of y'all.
Yes. Otherwise,
wait, so
life would be so boring.
Monday is the 23rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my nephew's birthday also.
We have birthday twins in the house. That's
Yeah.
awesome. How old is he?
He's going to be 15.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, if he's my age, that is some.
Okay, I'm old, but I'm not old enough. Well, that's not true because I do have a 25-year-old nephew. So I guess.
I have an 8-year-old sister and a 55-year-old brother.
Wow, that's a big
Somebody's
gap.
performing really well there in your face.
He's single now, and he's staying that way until he dies. So, just saying.
So we've got so Johan is going to join us, and it looks like you got the book in time, so you'll be reading Bone Shard Daughter. And Saf says, I'm reading the last 40% of There's No Such Thing as an Easy Job. It's a sad girl. Oh, God, sad. I don't think I could do sad right now. Man, I cried during a rom-com, y'all. What's wrong with me? It's been that kind of week. Hans, yes, I didn't finish the book I was reading, so this will be the first time I read 2 separate books together. Oh, really? Quick poll. Who here reads only one book at a time? Anybody? I know Steve does, and he only recently tried to read more than one, and it didn't go well.
Yeah, I don't think he does. No. I read
So
I'm 4 going right now.
I can't do just one book. 2 is like the minimum. I gotta have an audio book and a physical book at the least.
Same.
Yeah. All right. So
Sorry, I was muted. But I've recently just got it down to 2, where I have 1 physical and 1 audio. But then I don't know, because I'm also doing like Wheel of Time, slow read, and I do that on audio. And then I'm also doing my book club book that's also on audio. So I don't know, but I'm just reading little pieces of those. So those don't feel like real books. So
they don't feel like real. You're reading them, they're real.
I guess. So never mind. I'm reading at least 4 at all time.
So Steve's joined us. He's reading Lightbringer. Is that Bringer or? Yeah, Bringer by Zamil Akhtar.
Akhtar.
That is the second book
I think
in
it's
that series.
book 3.
Book 3.
I could be wrong.
I haven't read that. I haven't read that series at all.
He raves about it. And they do discussions on it and stuff. So they have some.
I know I've been skipping the discussions because I don't want to be spoiled, but it looks good.
Belated
Thank you.
That's hilarious.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are, you know what, you guys, we need to go through these comments really quick and start a game because the energy here is super low.
Okay. I got you. Yep.
I know. I already drank coffee and I have this caffeine soda. So.
Oh, Steve says it's a new series.
Oh,
okay.
I thought it was Gunmetal Gods.
That's what I thought too. He says it's not related to Gunmetal Gods. Did he already read all of the Gunmetal Gods? Did you already read all 3?
I think maybe there's only 2 and he's waiting for the last one, I think it was, or it's not out. I don't know.
Hey, Jessa.
Could be wrong.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. What are you going to be reading today? Are you reading the Bone Shard Daughter with us, or are you reading something else? And thanks, everybody, for the birthday wishes.
He said, y'all, just for you guys.
Y'all. You all.
Yolene, good morning. It's nice and early for you. Okay. So I put in the comments for everybody to log or to open up kahoot.it on your device. And when you do that, you're going to put in a game pin. And I'm going to share my screen so you can see what that pin is. We're not even going to take the moment.
We've done this one before?
Yes. Okay. So the difference today is You're not playing that. It is May, and I know that Brandy is aware, and Amanda as well, that May the Force Read With You is a readathon that we're all participating in. But how many of us know Star Wars? So we're going to do some Star Wars trivia. Now, I didn't do this, so I have no idea how hard these are. They may be really easy. But the one thing I'm going to do a little bit different today is I'm going to have those of you on screen close your eyes for the first 3 seconds so that those who are in the chat can catch up, because this is on a delay. And so they won't get to answer. But if you guys actually, yeah. So the point system is based on how quickly people get it in. So you guys have an advantage because you're on screen. So it's like a 3-second delay. So I clicked on the wrong thing. So Justice says she's listening to Veils and Vengeance. That's the second book in, I can't remember the name of that series. That's the one with, what was the name of that series? I read the first book. I haven't read the second one yet. Yeah, Hans, I'm hoping the delay isn't bad either. So we can hopefully, this will work.
Yeah. Shoot. Connection
So
lost. Okay. I got it.
Where am I?
you're not in there.
I believe that I figured it out first. Like,
Oh no. Am I being oh no. Oh no, I'm old. Oh no. Okay.
Oh no, Saf says they've never seen a Star Wars. You may struggle with this trivia.
Watch, they're gonna win.
Okay.
So
I'm only showing 4 people on signed in right now to Kahoot.
I'm getting there.
Fit to be Read says reading Gravity's Rainbow. I don't think I've heard of that. Thanks for joining us.
it's got to be sci-fi.
And Nicole is here, and I'm not calling you Dusty.
Right. Nicole.
What are you reading, Nicole? Are you reading Bone Shard Daughter with us?
Meep. Is that Ashley?
Yeah.
I was going to put a weird name too, and then I thought, well, then we won't know who I am, so I put my name.
Okay, so
okay.
I know who Saf and I know who Hans and Amanda are. And I know now Ashley's Meep. Who's B Shard?
That's me.
Is that you, Brandy?
Brandy.
It's got it. Dang, Brandy, why you gotta be like
Is
that?
anybody in the chat gonna want to sign in? Or there's
Oh,
Arlene.
Arlene.
Okay, I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds. We got 6. We can get up to 10 people in here. So if you guys want to join in the trivia, just go to your device and put in www.kahoot.it, and then you're gonna put in the game pin at the top, this 889030, and then select your name.
I can't believe Steve's not just dying to do Star Wars trivia. He loves Star
Where
Wars.
is he?
He's not in there.
He's not.
I have a confession.
Uh-oh.
You don't know anything about it either?
So the first movie I tried watching, but I drank tequila and ended up falling asleep.
I don't think it was the tequila.
Some people would say it wasn't the tequila.
Chadia, I think that's how you pronounce that. So those of you who are watching this and wanting to play on the same device, you will not be able to do that. Yeah, unfortunately, the device won't allow you to have YouTube open.
I was assuming too, Hans, that she meant episode 4. Is that what you meant by the first movie? Like the old one from the 70s?
You're asking me?
Yes.
No, yes. You
Okay,
just know.
I'm just happy that I'm no longer going to come in last, so I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Bless my soul.
And so, those of you on screen, if you could just close your eyes, I'm going to hit start. Close your eyes for 3 seconds. I'll let you know when you can look and answer. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, go. Oh wait, hold on. Don't. Well, you don't.
Are we looking?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. You can look.
I shouldn't have taken my nighttime gummies.
You should have been paying attention when you're watching the movie.
Oh.
She probably hadn't even seen this one.
Oh, surprising! You guys did really well.
Wow.
I did not. I would not have guessed that. I thought it was Sabula.
Who's
Or
the one in yellow?
Sabula, whatever. And I've seen all the movies.
Okay, well, I would tell you who Sebulba is, but I'm not because that might be a later question and I want to get it right. So.
All right. Get ready to close your eyes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. Score time first. So Amanda's at the top. She answered first. Then Brandy, Hans, Saf, and Yolene. Where's Ashley? She's not even on screen.
I'm not even on the board. I'm last.
Okay, here we go. Next question. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Okay.
All right, you can look.
Oh, this is not Star Trek. This is not Star Trek.
This is not Star Trek. No, it is not Star Trek.
I'm not sure of this answer.
Oh, well, this is really... Okay.
You have a 25% chance of being right.
Right.
Oh. Okay.
Good job. 4 of you guys know your stuff.
Well, I just guessed, but I got it right.
All right, so Amanda and Brandy are still at the top. And Saf is making a comeback. So we're going on to the next one. Close your eyes, ladies.
Okay.
All right, you can look. I don't know. Are there any comments in here? People screaming,
Oh. No.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna go put some freaking whiskey or something in my cup.
Oh, I would not have guessed that. Somebody did.
Count
Let's see
Dooku.
who.
Amanda is killing it.
Dang, girl. Okay, we know who the nerd is now.
I live in a house of nerds.
Close your eyes, ladies.
Where's Leslie when you need her?
Right. Okay, you can look.
Oh, wow. It's one of 2, and I don't know which one it is.
I'm just gonna go with the obvious answer.
That might be wrong. They shouldn't put pictures up on the screen because that makes me...
It's not Darth Vader.
I have never heard that ever.
Dark Sidious, you in her hair? Dark Sidious is the
The red one with the things?
That's who that picture was, but I just
Yeah.
didn't know that it was going to like show us the picture of the person, so I was skeptical about guessing.
Yeah, making up excuses.
How do we have 8 people who voted for?
Amanda is on fire.
No, wait,
We
hold
probably
on.
had a couple people join.
You can
Oh.
scroll down.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
oh.
scroll to find Ashley.
Where's Ashley? No, it won't. It won't let me. It won't let me. I don't know why. Maybe I need to make the screen smaller.
It's fine.
No, that's the best we got. Is those top 5 people. All right, next. Eyes closed. All right. It only gives you 2 possible answers. That's easy.
50% chance.
Good job, 4 of you. Yep, Amanda's a nerd. 5 out of 5 correct.
I've seen them all multiple times. My kids became obsessed, and then we watched them over and over. So
I've seen some of The Mandalorian.
I don't think they're asking anything about that yet so far.
No, but some of the Mandalorians might give you hints to some of these questions. Eyes closed. Okay.
Wait, there's more than one Mandalorian?
Yeah, they're a whole race.
This is the one that I might get wrong.
Oh. Talking about Jango Fett the other day. But I don't know if that's the answer. I'm just saying.
My dog's name is Django Boba.
So 2 of you are smart. And the other 5 of you.
Oh, Ashley,
Or
did you
not.
get it right?
Yeah, I guessed right.
I heard Boba, and then I was like, dang, we just had
I know.
Boba is Jango's son.
Well, Boba is a clone.
Well, he's a clone who was raised as Jango's son. Yeah.
Right.
Amanda's showing off. All right, next question. Eyes closed. Open. I don't even know.
No, wait, that's not it. That was my impression.
I don't know that one.
No, 5 of you got it right.
Didn't sound right.
What is somebody in the comments? Do you know what the home planet of the Wookiees is called?
I bet Amanda knows.
Well,
Do
I
you know?
used to, and if it had been listed, I would know for sure what it is, but I can't think of it right now.
Okay, next question. Eyes closed. Okay, you can open. Ooh, you guys are answering fast this time.
Well, I don't know about this question. I didn't know there were
split right down the middle.
I didn't know
So
there were
he
cyborgs.
he actually has his internal organs and
Yeah, he
everything,
was
but
a
his
person before all that.
yeah.
That's not fair.
And there we
You got
go.
somebody-
Hans just looked it up. That's what my kids call that Kashyyyk, but I don't know how they actually say it. But
That looks right. Kashyyyk.
Cause I can't do it. I wish I could do
I
this.
can't. I'm not even gonna try. You guys just laugh at me. All right, we have 6 more questions. How much more do we need to know about Star Wars? All right, eyes closed. Oh wait, this is scoreboard. Sorry.
oh,
Amanda's still on top. Still on the streak.
Yeah.
You're cheating, aren't you? You've got like
What?
the answer key.
No, say eyes closed and she's looking.
Shots have been fired.
I mean, look at the gap.
that's just because I've gotten every one of them right.
Okay, here's the
Answer
next question.
streak
Eyes
is-
closed. Okay, open.
Oh gosh, I don't.
I didn't even see this movie. This is the one I haven't seen.
Awakens. This is my first guess. So
Yeah, I didn't.
This
see
is the first of the final trilogy, right?
Oh, is it? I've seen.
those are the ones I've only seen one time. It's one of those new ones, but nope, I got it wrong.
Oh, nobody got that
just
one
says
right.
your answer streak was lost.
Oh, sad face.
I know she was at 8.
These ones are the ones you need tequila to get through.
That's so right.
I'm not going to get any of these right.
Nobody, it's okay. You didn't get that right. That movie didn't actually exist. Okay. Next question. Eyes closed.
Didn't exist.
No. The Force Awakens was not actually made. You can look now. Oh my God. That's a silly question.
Oh no. Okay, no, sorry.
I hope it's somebody in that picture that says it.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Wait, what? Who was it?
It was,
It was
Finn.
Finn.
He was in the picture, so I was hoping that that's who it was.
It does sound like something that Han would say, but he's I don't think he'd call Chewie a hairy thing at this point. All right. 4 more.
Wow, Hans.
Speed round.
Hans is getting up there.
Also,
He's
Jar
gotta
Jar.
get. I think he has to get all of them right, and Amanda has to get all of them wrong for him to even have a shot.
Well, if we're on the new movies, I'm probably going to start getting them wrong because I've only seen those one time, not multiple times like the others.
All right, Hans. I'm gonna have Amanda shut her eyes for 5 seconds this time, so you have.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. All right, everybody can look except Amanda.
Oh.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
Oh.
I don't think anybody's gonna get this one.
Oh, I know this one. I can't
Really?
tell.
This is something you remember?
I think so.
I didn't go with my first gut reaction, so I might be wrong. Oh, no, I got it right.
Oh, 2 people got it right. Let's see who it was. Oh, it was Brandy and Amanda, it looks like. Was it? Yeah. Good job, guys. Who's Jar Jar? Who joined? Who's Jar Jar?
Is that Jesse?
All right. I don't know. Who's in the comments saying who?
I really should have made myself a Star
maybe
Wars
it's
name.
Oh, look who joined.
Joseph's here.
Hi.
But
Hello,
he's
Mr. Carroll. Are you playing? Are you Jar Jar? And epic.
Epic in the building.
We could start now. Epic is here. I think. All right. 3 more questions. And close your eyes.
Lord help me.
Okay.
We can look.
Yes. Sanitation. No, laundry. Definitely laundry. I don't know what he was. Mechanics, right? Weapons? I don't know. He was sanitation.
When you
Well,
said
that was
it,
a
I was
joke.
like, is she meaning to say the answer out loud? And then you just started saying all of them, and I was like, "Oh."
I'm just kidding. I thought that was a joke. Okay. Interesting. 4 of you knew it. Randy's
What
on
is
a streak. I mean,
sanitation?
Amanda's on a streak.
What would that entail?
That's like
Cleaning
cleaning
toilets?
up the trash. Sanitation.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So, okay, I do remember the movie. He ends up on that planet and he steals the stormtrooper armor, right?
No, he is a stormtrooper.
Oh, but he's in sanitation. Really? They're going to train stormtroopers to do trash? Yeah,
Well,
that's the reason why those movies are...
Somebody's got to do the trash.
I know. I just
Yeah,
had this
okay.
whole conversation with my kids the other day about how somebody has to be the garbage man still.
Yeah, we don't have droids to do that yet.
I mean, it's a good job.
All right. 2 more questions. Or is it 12, 13? Okay, 3 more questions. Close your eyes. All right, you can look.
Oh gosh.
Yes. Panic. Don't panic. Don't panic.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh.
Oh, I thought
got
it was the Cantina.
I knew it wasn't the
Okay.
Cantina or the Millennium Falcon, and I didn't think it was the Junkyard, but the castle didn't sound right either. It was with that woman is what I wanted to say, but I didn't know where she was.
That woman.
That woman. Okay,
So it
Jar
looks like
Jar.
Jar Jar. Who is Jar Jar? Did they say?
I think
Did
it's
they say?
Dessa.
It must be Jessica because she said she got one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Dang, I keep getting kicked off.
Why are you here if it's past your bedtime? Because we're so cool, right?
Yeah, it's past my bedtime too.
Don't we all read past our bedtimes?
Yes, we do.
It's my
I have a
channel
T-shirt
name.
that says that.
My little thing on the computer, since I got this wrong, it says I lost my streak, and then it says no one said it would be easy. I'm like, I don't need you taunting me when I get a question wrong.
It's telling me to dust yourself off. Greatness.
Touche.
Like a
All right,
portrait.
here we go. Close your eyes. Okay, you can open them. Oh.
I apparently need to go back to the original trilogy.
All right. Food
Wow.
was the correct answer.
No, I didn't.
Who got it right?
I can't believe I actually got that one right.
Oh, that was the end. That was the last one.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
Jar
was gonna, you
Jar.
know,
Wonder who that is.
Dang,
I
Amanda.
wonder. And the nerd award goes to.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today.
That's it. Bye.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that we have some Star Wars fans here today for this non-related readathon. But I will say that both Brandy and I, who have selected the dark side for
Me too.
for the Force Be Read. Are you reading this as starting a new series for Corruption?
Sure. I wasn't sure what I was going to count because I didn't have things picked out, but that's perfect because then I don't have to figure it out. So
I think I only have like 2 more books left on my list to finish. I'm
nice.
almost done with the whole readathon, and I might go to the light side if I finish early and try to kill their prompts. I don't know. We'll see.
You're gonna go from dark side to the light. That's
I don't know. What do you do if
reversal.
you finish? What do you do if you finish?
You
It's like,
celebrate. You pat yourself on the back, and you say, "Great job."
but I have to keep reading, and it has to count for something.
What's
Well,
that you got there, Ashley?
More weapons.
Huh?
What's that you got there?
Oh, I'm a fake fan.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. It's a book sleeve.
So just so she's not Jar Jar.
Oh, well.
Who was the mysterious Jar Jar?
Who is Jar Jar? Was that Steve?
I only got 2 right.
Is it?
There's no way he has not seen any of those movies. I don't think. Well, maybe we may. No, he hasn't seen any of them. He hates Star Wars. I mean, hate's a strong word, but he's not a fan. I don't think Steve was Jar Jar.
So Han says, "I thought those jelly blocks weren't food." Ha ha ha. I wouldn't eat them.
Well, you might if
All
you're
right.
scavenging for it. Like
That's true. That's true. So we'll have yes, Steve says not a fan. So we'll have another game a little later after a reading sprint that will actually be book related. So that you guys, those of you who are not fans, could, maybe get something right there. Although I'd be surprised if Steve was able to get any of those right. It'll actually be fun, Steve, if you stayed on for the next game, because yeah, I won't say any more. Han says, I think I got 4 right, but it was very particular about its trivia.
Yes.
And,
Yes. It is a huge, between me and him, or me and my son, who watch Star Wars and always really like Star Wars. I mean, we're not too crazy about the new stuff that's going on. And then my daughter and Steve, who are like, So it's like a little war we have.
Translation, I'm a big dummy.
No, he's just picky.
Are you a Trekkie?
Yolene.
Yolene. See, Yolene and Steve, they have the same taste.
Yeah.
Maybe she was.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is Steve a Trekkie?
No.
Oh, no.
Okay.
He's never seen that either.
Lame.
I didn't really have a choice. Like, my parents watched Star Wars when I was a little kid, so I just it was like a thing that was always there. And then when you see the Ewoks as a child, I mean, it's adorable. And then you're just in love with the whole thing. So that's
Yeah,
what
my dad was major into Star Wars, and then my dad's a huge Trekkie. But it's kind of made me like Star Wars, but not like Star Trek.
I can't handle Star Trek. The acting is awful.
What? Okay, but which season?
What? Yeah. Well, which one? Which show?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, no, I'm talking about old, like
the first one?
Yeah, like Leonard Nimoy.
What? You
whatever
don't
his name is.
care for
Right.
the overacting.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Captain
the new
J.
Star Trek movies I like, and the Next Generation or whatever I liked. So, I mean, I do like some of it, but I definitely would not consider myself to be a Trekkie in any form.
Okay, so those of you who are saying they're not fans of Star Wars or Star Trek, do you still like sci-fi books? So I know Steve is planning on reading the Expanse series. So I'm curious how he'll like that, because it's hard sci-fi.
I'm going to read it too.
It's good. I highly recommend it, but it is.
That'll be my
Expanse?
first
Is that
experience with-
Leviathan?
Yeah.
Yes.
My
Okay.
daughter started them. I don't know if she yeah. I mean, she's 13, so she didn't really, I think it was, I don't know. She didn't hold her interest but I think she might get back in with us now. I see, I've never really read sci-fi. I'm going to try.
I love it.
I do too.
Have y'all-
it's. Go ahead.
Have y'all heard of Mass Effect?
The
Video
video game?
I have. Yes.
That's why, yeah, I read a book just like that. And so before that, I was okay, but now I'm obsessed.
What is the book?
Oh, why'd you ask me that?
Well, you think.
It's by Christian Paolini, his newest book.
Oh, A Sea, or Under a Sea of Stars?
Yes, girl. Mm.
It's that good, right?
Is that good?
Okay. So I wanted to get it. Like, as soon as I heard he was writing a sci-fi book, I was like, I have to read that. And then I didn't get the arc I was hoping for, so I waited for it to come out. Everybody started talking about it before it was released, and it was either people loved it or they hated it. And so now I'm like, maybe I'll wait. But I trust Ashley, so I might have to go pick it up.
It's so good. Same, Hans. Same.
I've never played it. I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
It is so much fun. It's a really great storyline.
Uh-oh. We losing you, Ashley?
It's not me.
Oh.
No, her screen is flickering on me, but I can still hear her and everything.
Okay, so Yolene says Star Wars is a bit Marvel-like, and I don't like superhero movies. I wouldn't agree with that. Would you say Star Wars is Marvel-like?
Maybe the
Well,
newer
just
stuff.
because they're powers, right? And people have.
I guess the new stuff, yeah, because it's corny like Marvel.
Yeah.
I have to
Just
say
be simple.
that Marvel, to me, is doing a really good job right now of discussing grief. Like, if y'all watched the WandaVision thing and then the brand new Doctor Strange movie that just came out, like, their discussions and exploration of grief has brought up so many conversations within my family. Like, just discussing all of the stuff that's going on and the way people deal and handle grief and the way they, like, I don't know. It's just really brought up a lot of conversation. So if you're around teenagers and they like those movies, maybe just watch those two things so that you can at least discuss that stuff, just because they're really good, actually. That part of it. Like, I know the rest of it can be super corny and all that stuff, but the basic storyline is really good.
I'm going to say I actually have enjoyed the last few Avenger movies. So I'm really bad at the names of those movies because there's so many. But the last two, the first one where what's his face snaps his fingers and everybody goes away, and the second one where they find a way to bring everybody back. I thought those were done really well because the stakes were super high. And the problem with superhero movies is it's really hard to keep this to get the stakes high enough because everybody knows the superheroes are going to beat them, right? But when you go through a situation like that where you're like half the world is gone and the superheroes lost at the end of the movie, I was like, what just happened? And I don't read those comic books, so I did not expect it. So I was impressed. And then I liked the way they ended the last movie. And I don't know if anybody on here has seen it, so I don't want to. Although I did just spoil the second to last one.
There
About to
hasn't
say-
really been a Marvel movie that I've been able to stay awake through. So
Really?
I call them nap movies. I don't know. I mean, okay, maybe Thor Ragnarok. That I stayed
That was a
awake.
good one.
That was good.
That's
and it
just
was-
because
There's a new Thor coming out by the same director. So
yeah, I like those.
yeah, but if it's Fat Thor, no, thank you.
Yeah,
no, he starts out as Fat Thor, but then he like works out and.
I
Why,
loved it.
why are y'all making fun of a thick Thor?
I love Fat Thor.
Because if I can't wash my clothes on his abs, I'm not interested.
You can wash your clothes on.
Oops, I got a stain. Come here.
I just like it that he finally got to do something different than just be
Yeah.
Thor. That so.
Oh, it was hilarious. I liked the way they did that with him, but no, it was not appealing. Oh, what is this? Oh, Han says I spoiled the 10-year arc. Sorry.
Whoops.
Yeah, he snapped. By the way, if you didn't
He
know
snapped.
Yep, especially the Captain America. Best snap ever.
that. Yeah, I hate Captain America. I just straight up say it. I can't stand him.
Okay. I don't know what. Is
Talking
it the
about
washboard
washing-
abs?
Yeah, Thor.
Yeah. That actually was in a book I just read. They were talking about that. Okay, so I read this, just finished this rom-com by Megan Quinn. It was hilarious. It was really good. But one of the things that was really cringy is when the mom's talking about her son's abs and how you could wash laundry on them. I'm like, no, that's not something a mom talks about. No. But everything else on it was good. I was
I
like,
am
that's not even
speechless.
funny. That's
Which Megan Quinn was it?
Yeah, which Megan?
the reunion.
Oh,
okay.
I've got The Wedding Game on my list. I think
So
that
if
was
you
me.
read the reunion, Brandy, read the novella that comes before it. It's called The One Night, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
And I didn't even know it. I was just looking for something really short to read because I'm in a slump. And I read it and I realized it was the story leading up to what happens in the reunion. So
Oh, cool.
read that one first. And that one and the reunion are on Kindle Unlimited for audio and ebook, so you can listen to it.
That's cool.
And it's like a full cast. Well, I should say full cast. It's 4 different narrators, one for each POV in the reunion. So you get a different narrator for each character. It was done really well. I liked it. All right. We've got somebody new who's joined. Oh my God, 24-hour read marathon. That's amazing. I love reading.
We've only
Okay,
taken
so-
like an hour to start.
We have already, you
We've
missed
not
the
read
first
one
45 minutes. We have not read anything, but thank you for joining us. Those of you who are here now that weren't here in the beginning, the 4 of us on screen are reading The Bone Shard Daughter during the reading sprints, and we'll talk about it a little bit as we come back from the reading sprints. You do not have to read this book. You can read whatever you want during the sprints. If you're not reading The Bone Shard Daughter, let us know what you're reading in the comments and let us know how you do during the sprints and if you're enjoying your book and all that good stuff. So, are you guys ready for a sprint?
Yes.
Okay.
I
have
don't
the
even
timer
know the
set.
synopsis of this book, so I'm really.
I don't
excited
either.
to get going. Okay.
I'm going into it blind. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
All I know is that Sarah J. Maas said one of the best fantasy novels I've ever read in a long time.
I might
So-
be out then. That might be. That is true. I'm 50-50 with Sarah J. Maas right now, so I don't know.
So is Starlin, I don't know if that's your name or just your handle, but we have a sort of a book club. So once a month, we select a book to read during the 24 hours, although we usually read as long or as much as we can during 24 hours. I don't think a book this size, any of us will really finish it. Although we finished some other books in 24 hours. So we try to read as much as we can in 24 hours, and then we finish the book later when we can. And we have a Discord. It's in the description. You can go there, join our Discord, and we'll discuss what we think of the book as we're reading it. So you can see that. And yeah, if you get it on ebook, you can join us for the chat as we hopefully some interesting. Last month was the most fun I think I've had during our reading sprints, because that book, it was like I read it. Like it would have been something I would have DNF'd, but I had to finish it just so I could talk shit about it.
I think I've compartmentalized what we read because I don't remember what we read.
I DNF'd.
Fortuna Sworn.
Yeah, I DNF'd. I didn't finish it.
It was a rough one.
I finished it. I did.
I hate read it too.
Yeah, when they went down in the whatever, and I found out he had been lying to her the whole time, I was like, no, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna watch them fall in love. That was nonsense. So
I mean, it was kind of like if Tamlin, if what's her face, Feyre had gone back to Tamlin. That's how I felt about him. It's like if Feyre did that, I'd be like, Sarah J. Maas, no.
You
And I
were
would have thrown the
dumb.
book.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. There wasn't enough time to get you invested in the characters enough to care like what was going on. I don't. It was all right.
Yolene says she DNF'd it too.
I don't even think they banged at all.
No, they did.
They
They
did?
did. That was the problem.
There was some interesting situations.
they didn't when I quit, but I'm kind of glad about that.
It's cringy. It was
Yeah.
cringy.
Yeah.
Because again,
So-
I'm not invested in them at all.
The book that we read 2 months ago was very similar, where the male love interest was a jackass too. That was, what was that one called?
From Blood and Ash and Blood.
Oh yeah, that
Oh
one.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
read that one, but I did not like it.
I don't either. And I
I've rewatched your vlog like 3 times already.
Well, I didn't like it. I'm doing a vlog for this one too, so hopefully I will like this one better.
All right, I've got 25 minutes on the clock. Does that work for you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me share my screen and we can get started. I'll see. Is it sharing? Can you see it yet?
Sharing is caring, but I don't see any sharing.
No.
What is happening?
There, something's happening. There we
Okay.
go.
All right, I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. Time's up. I just got to page 20.
I don't know what page I'm on, but I'm in the middle of chapter 3.
I'm on page 28.
Are you listening to audiobook, Amanda?
I am, and it says there are 4 audiobook narrators, and so far we had a woman for chapter 1 when it was the daughter, and now this guy, we've had him for chapters 2 and 3. They're both good.
Yeah, I'm listening to.
What speed are you listening to, Brandy?
I can't do more than 1.75 because it's too fast for me. So I'm at 1.75. But I have to confess, I started it earlier today because you guys are always way far ahead of me. I'm already on a 3rd narrator and I'm on page 49.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole said she started earlier today too.
Yeah,
I did too.
I just started. I just went 3 chapters because I'm always like really far behind you guys. So I hate that.
So Hans is on 25. Yolene almost done with chapter 2. Am I the only one who's only read 20 pages? I'm usually faster than this.
Where
I'm going to get the audiobook.
Where does the chapter stop?
So I'm in the middle of chapter 2. So, let's see.
Oh, and Jovis's point of view.
Yeah. So chapter 3 starts on page. Oh my gosh, why can't I? Okay, so I'm almost at the end of chapter 2. So I'm on page 20. Chapter 3 starts on page 23.
Oh, okay. Well, so I'm probably only on about 26 or 27. Look at that. Nicole's on page 239.
What?
Oops.
What?
So when you said she started earlier, you meant earlier.
Well, that's what she said earlier. She said I started this a while ago. So
Must be good then.
Yeah, I
well,
like it.
okay. So what do y'all think?
So far, for me, it's giving me sort of Kaigan kind of vibes. I think because of the culture, that it's from. I'm excited about that because I like Eastern kind of cultures, stories, and it's fantasy. And then, have you guys? They talk about a construct right from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are they like robots?
No.
It can't be because there was blood on dude that was messing with the things at the very beginning. Her brother had blood on him from messing with the construct or creating the construct.
They're humanoids / hybrids of different animals because in one chapter Lynn comes against Bing Lee or Bing Tai, I can't remember, but it's like this mountain lion sort of thing, and it's really, really old, but the way I read it was that it's deceased, like it's just basically a zombie.
So they talked about tithing, right? That you have to tithe a piece of bone
From your skull. It's an actual surgical procedure. When I heard him saying it, because I'm not looking at the word, I stopped it and I replayed it again to hear him say the word again. And I was like, I've heard of that because I read a Joe Hill novel and the guy was a collector and he had collected skulls that had this surgery. And so they used to do it thinking that, well, the same thing as like a lobotomy. They thought lobotomies made people act better. They thought sometimes your skull just needed a piece to be taken out of it to correct a certain behavior. And so they would do it all the time. So they have to do that, though, as a tithe for this.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, so this is called the bone shard daughter, and I'm wondering if those bone shards are used for these constructs based on something that the keymaker said. She promised to get his shard back, and I'm wondering if like part of their soul or something is put into these constructs to animate them. That's just me guessing. But
yeah,
it's like
because that one that he had made, he said, "Did you use one bone or two?" And he said, "I used two." And then when he took those out, the construct like froze. So I think that's what gives it its life, or gives it its ability to move around. I don't know. I mean, a deer with like fangs, I was like, this is the grossest thing. And a monkey's tail, I was like, what is happening?
So it looked like it looked like a deer except for the fangs protruding from its mouth and the curling monkey's tail. Yeah, I'm having a hard time picturing that.
But I do think that it's got the shards like control it in some kind of way, or they make it.
But why would people want their shard back? So it's making me think there's something to that shard.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong. Yolene says, I think
then
this
what's
is
it
one I'm
about?
going to like.
Yeah.
She told the key maker that she would get his bone from the vault.
if she could. Well, he
If she
said,
could.
"Is my bone being used in a construct?" And she said, "I don't know, but if I can get it back, I will." And he said, "And my children?" And she was like, "Yes."
The children bones shards, or was it his actual children?
No, the children's
they're
bone shards,
Yeah.
not the
Okay,
children.
so they can get them back. I'm wondering, and like use them for other things, or do they put them back in their head?
I think maybe
just
they
keep them
just
from
want
being
them
used.
so they don't get used. But I don't
Mhm.
think they can use it because there's a certain kind of bone shard magic that you have to know. And she doesn't know what it is yet because her dad hasn't taught her. And he said, I might teach you if you can remember who you are. I'm like, that's rude. How's she going to just magically remember everything?
This is all very interesting. I'm interested.
It's a good start for sure.
Yeah.
So Nicole says she's liking it.
That's good.
What is this? Jessa says, anyone else doing
Bookoplathon. It's from
Becca.
Becca in the books. I was trying to say Megan in the books. I was like, that's not right. She's the one that does the Bookopoly board, or she started the Bookopoly board. And I think a couple of times a year, she like does a whole readathon around the Bookopoly thing. I saw that she was live earlier tonight doing sprints, but
that's probably when I was trying to nap. Failed.
I am not doing it to answer her question, but I did create a Bookopoly board in my journal that I am using for the foreseeable future to pick my books, but I'm not specifically.
I still haven't made mine. I love that idea so much, but I still haven't made mine.
I love it too. I'm thinking of ways I can work it in somehow.
Well, I also just figured out this tiny Monopoly money that I got. That's absolutely adorable. I'm going to use it when I read a book that I already own, because I counted them up the other day, and it's not too bad, but it's 450 books that I own. So every time I read one, I'm going to put one of these Monopoly dollars in the container, and then, I don't know, use it for something. But that's my plan.
Use it to buy a book.
Use it to buy some books.
Things you come up with to pick books, and
Right?
I mean, it makes it fun.
Mm-hmm. So Nicole said, I'm sort of getting Six of Crows.
I've never read
It's been a while since I read that, so I can't.
Me too. It's been a long time.
But she's further on, so maybe because Six of Crows is more like a group that's like in a heist,
like a heist thing. But I mean,
or
we
is it
have this guy? Oh, you might not have gotten there yet in chapter 3, but like Jovis, I guess that's how you say his name. I don't know, but he is definitely outside the law.
I did get to the part where he says he's.
Well, when you first meet him, he's just stolen an officer's clothing. So I mean,
right.
Clearly he's
Because she said, if you've gone to that woman, then he's talking to. If you've gone to, what is it, Naval Academy or Navigation something?
Right.
Jeez Louise. I literally just read. Oh, okay. If you pass the navigational exams, why are you a soldier? And then he's like, well, I'm not.
Right. So
I'm a smuggler.
we do find out what he's doing, like why he's smuggling. He's searching for something. And so I think he's still tracking down clues. But that part, because she asks him to do something. And so I think that might end up tying into it. But at the very end of chapter 1, she said that she released a breath that she didn't know she was holding.
Oh, I know. I was like, no, already.
When it came up, I was like, are you serious? In chapter 1, at the very end of chapter 1.
We need a bingo board. Okay, Hans says, I'm very interested in the dynamics of the tithing festival and the shards. Oh, so he says he also agrees the shards are being used. I just want to know why, like, if it's not a big deal, then why would the kingmaker want it back? 'Cause that's what I'm interested in. It's like,
it made me think about the constructs in the Tower of Babel series, like the way, well, you got to get further on in the books, but there are some constructs like animals, different parts of animals, like put together into a thing. So that's what it made me think about.
they seem animals mushed together and sewn together and made to be alive with bone shards. Yeah, it's almost like they took the bones of other animals or like taxidermy. It's like, oh, we're going to take these pieces from these animals, make this construct with that, and animate it with magic and bone shards. That's
so
what
what's
I
the
think
point
too.
of tithing the piece of bone from his?
I don't think we know that yet.
Constructs, I guess, because the constructs are also used as guardians, not just. So I think that the king is saying that's how they're protecting the people, is by making these constructs.
Mm-hmm.
So Hans says not to use different cultures, but it feels similar to a golem. Oh yeah, that's actually. But instead of paper, it uses bone shard. That's actually a really good comparison. As we'll get further along, we'll see if it's similar to that. So
I think when
Nicole
she
say something.
See,
Okay.
And I have a question. Those are the same author from what's that other series? Shadow and Bone? Is it Shadow and Bone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lee Bardugo.
Mm-hmm.
You read those before you read Six of Crows? Because I have all of those, but I didn't.
No, I don't think so. I read Six of Crows first.
Yeah, same.
Or maybe yes. And then I went back and read Shadow and Bone. It's just that it's in the same world. And so the magic works the same way. And you do, like when I read it, they said something about the magic users. And I was like, oh, wow. So there wasn't an in-depth explanation of magic because she assumes that you already know how it works. But it's not a complicated system anyway. So
okay.
I just like the character.
It would help to read the at least the first book in the original trilogy, because like she says, you're not told anything about the history of magic or any of the, like when I read Six of Crows, I was like, okay, so this is just supposed to assume I know what's happening here, that kind of thing. And then I found out there was a prior trilogy. I didn't even know it existed. But the themes and the tone are completely different between the two trilogies. Six of Crows feels a little bit more mature versus Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and Bone is kind of YA.
Yeah.
See, okay.
It's still an interesting story. I liked it, but it wasn't enough to make me want to read second and third book, even though I already own them.
This is my problem too. I like with the what was the book we just talked about that we read like a couple months ago that we didn't like.
This one from
and Blood and Ash.
I bought all of those because I was convinced.
Oh no!
Them. And then like I have the whole Shadow and Bone. I did this thing where I would buy them all because if I'm gonna read them, then I have to like complete them, right?
I'll read them with you.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
take
gonna-
one for the team. No, just kidding.
I am gonna finish the Jennifer Ermintrout, I think, because I didn't hate it. Like, I'll read another one and see if I can deal. It was just like,
Does it have the same characters? Because that one dude is absolutely ridiculous. I just can't.
Well, maybe it'll be like Sarah J. Maas, and she'll like dump him and go for somebody else. And
No, I ship them.
what?
Yes.
He's a liar. He took
Yeah.
advantage of
Not
her.
just a liar. He just went too far. He took it too far.
He kind of comes. He kind of seems like I don't want to really say the word, but someone who is older that goes after younger people
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why would you ship him?
because he's a villain.
Mm.
Villain.
hmm.
He's
We'll have to
dark.
talk
Find
offline.
a full-grown villain lady to beat
He's-
this in.
He's dark and dangerous and mischievous.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
that part right there too. That the foster brother was the one who brought the illness. I'd be like, can we be mad at him and not me, please, for not having a memory?
Okay, did I? Is that later on? Am I just spoiled because I don't remember anything
No.
about him?
That was in her chapter, the first
It was
chapter.
the first chapter.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. He got sick and she got sick, but his memory has come back more than hers has.
Right.
So
But
that's
how
what
is him bringing? How did he bring the illness?
that's what it said. When he came to live there, he brought the illness from whatever country
Oh.
he came from.
Okay.
It was like the sentence before that where it said he got his memory back, but she didn't. It was
And
like
that's
that
the
same.
illness that killed her mom, right? Or was it?
I don't know.
Her mom died, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why the emperor is so cold and
Remember? Yeah.
isolated.
It's like page.
I don't know.
5, I think. Wait. I forget. But it's it was in for chapter 1.
Yeah, because it was her talking. I remember that. And she's so far only talked in one chapter for me. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then there's seems like we're gonna have quite a few viewpoints because I'm
Yeah,
already on the third POV.
it listed 4 people in the like opening credits, and it was like the audiobook narrated by, and they kept listing names. And I was like, my goodness, it's a lot of people.
I
It's a
kind of
full
like
cast.
that though. I like it when they do that in an audiobook where it's different voices for different
Yeah, me
points
too.
of view. No, I got mine from the library, and it came available like 2 weeks ago. So I have 5 days to finish this book because I didn't want to go back on the waiting list for the audiobook. I did buy the physical copy though, so if I run out of time. But I've been doing really good with the readathons about finishing it over the weekend. Not necessarily the 24
How long is
hours.
this? 440-ish pages. That's not bad.
There's some extras at the end, but I'm gonna say
Oh, it's got the next chapters for the next book. So I went to Barnes and Noble today and I saw the paperback of book 2, and I was like, gonna grab it and buy it, and I made myself stop because what if I hate it?
Don't be like me. I think we might like this one though. It seems pretty interesting so far.
Yeah, it started off well. So Nicole was saying that she read the first series and then the Six of Crows duology.
I think I'm gonna do
After.
it that way. Yeah, I might do it that way.
Didn't Amanda? Didn't you do like a video that you read all of them in order? Was that you or was it somebody else?
Not me. Because I've only read Six of Crows, just the first book, and Shadow and Bone, that first book. I've only read each first book, and I didn't read them at the same time. I have the other ones too because I do want to read it. Like I want to, especially with Six of Crows, I liked it, and I want to see what happens next. But
Six of Crows is far superior than Rune and Rising, in case you didn't know. Or Shadow and Bone, sorry.
Okay, so Maza is trying to start a philosophy conversation here. I thought we loved liars. Don't we all lie like pattern from the words of radiance says? Okay, there's a difference between using lies to take advantage of an innocent person who's younger and less mature than you. And those kind of people do not belong in civilized society. Just saying.
They belong in the ground.
Okay. Let's jump onto a game really quick and then we'll I just lost my headphone. And we will can I share my screen? And then we will do some more reading. I hope I can. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, we may have to do a different game so that during our next sprint, I can figure out how to do this. I had some pictures I was going to show you guys. It's kind of what Ashley did in one of our other, where you show like a little bit of the cover of the book, and you guys have to figure out what book it comes from.
It's my fave.
But
Fun.
for whatever reason, I can't get this to let me open up that app.
Oh,
So I
I
have to do
just
it a different
wanted to
way.
go ahead and mention real quick that after this, I'm going to be on Discord, still sprinting.
You plan on staying up all night?
Oh yeah, I took a little nap. I'm feeling great. Got some coffee. Got a little bit of acid reflux, so I'm definitely not going to bed anytime soon.
We are doing tourists tomorrow because we have 10 days left in our house before we're getting ready to move. And so we have a list of things that we still haven't done in this city. So I'm going to be gone all day tomorrow doing touristy things. So I'm probably going to be dragging around behind them as they're saying, look at this. And I'm like, okay. So
Make your family listen to the audiobook to and from.
no, I'll just put my headphones in, and then my husband will put his headphones in, and everybody will, and that's all we'll do.
Okay, this next trivia is book or movie. And you guys aren't going to see anything on your screen, but I'm going to read some questions, and you're going to tell me if, depending on the question, if the event happened in the book, the movie, neither, or both.
Oh, wow.
And all of you in the chat, please play along. And after each question, I'll tell you guys if you are smart or not. Okay. And a lot of these,
Idiots.
I didn't. Yeah. Yes. A lot of these I haven't either seen the movie or I haven't read the book. So there were some in here that I have not. I haven't seen both or read. Anyway. So I didn't know the answer. First one is Jurassic Park. In which version of Jurassic Park does Robert Muldoon die? The movie, the book, neither, or both. I don't even remember who Muldoon is.
I haven't read that book since I was 13.
I've never read the book.
Robert Delhoun?
Muldoon.
Muldoon.
I'm going to say neither.
I'm going to say in the book.
Okay.
I'm going to say the book.
So Mazza says book.
Give me a moment. Let me add this to my Goodreads.
Yeah, I think
Jurassic Park's a great book.
It's
It
on
really is.
mine. It's on my list. I'm pretty
you and I
sure.
were talking about reading it sometime.
Okay, so when I did this trivia, I answered movie. I couldn't remember for sure, but I thought Robert Muldoon was the guy when he goes with the blondie chick to turn the electricity back on, and then he separates from her to find the raptors, and the two raptors come at him.
No, I'm just kidding.
When he goes, "Oh, you're clever," and then he's dead. So I said movie because I don't remember him even being a character in the book.
Well,
So,
Hans agrees with you about the clever girl, but
Oh, did he?
mhm,
Oh, yes, he said.
also
Yeah.
with the clever girl in the movie. I don't
So
remember the girl.
the correct answer is movie
Hmm.
only. It says in the movie he was killed by the velociraptors, but he did survive until the end of the book. But I didn't even remember him being in the book, so I was like, I'm going to say movie. So those of you who answered movie, which did anybody? We had a few boths and some books.
Hans did before you gave the answer.
Mhm.
Moss said he was doomed from the start. So no, I think it was movie only. Okay, so Hans got it right. Good job, Hans. Now this one, just after that was like the only one I think I got right.
Oh no.
In Shawshank Redemption, which was based on the novella by Stephen King called Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption, which of these is Tommy Williams transferred to another prison? So I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and I never read the story.
It's been
So-
forever since I've seen the movie, but I just read the book. I have it over here. It's so
I
good.
pick C.
I'm going to say neither.
Neither. Brandy, any idea?
I haven't seen that movie in forever, and I've never read the story.
Neither.
First answer is Lauren for both. Hi, Lauren. Thanks for joining us. Hans says, I think it was the movie only. Didn't he play the Safari Dude? I don't know. I don't even know who that is. Never read the book. Skip's question.
Next question, please.
Y'all need to read it. It's so good. And it's so short. Like it's so super short. It's a short story for Stephen King.
All I remember is the main character is an accountant, and
His
then he's like,
name's Andy Dufresne, because I loved how Morgan Freeman said his name in the movie.
It's a good movie, though.
Yes.
I remember crying, and then I literally watched it that one time. I never watched it again, and I was probably in high school. So one more answer. Mazza said, I think in the book it mentioned someone got transferred, but in the movie I don't recall.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
even
say
know
book.
who that is. So I don't know.
All right, so the correct answer, I said neither also because why not? And I was wrong. The correct answer is book only. And it says Tommy Williams cut a deal with the warden in the book to be transferred to another prison and released earlier in exchange for not telling what he knew about Andy. In the movie, the warden simply had him shot. Scheiße.
Gosh, that escalated.
Yeah. What? Okay. I feel silly, but what did he know about Andy? So Andy was doing something for the warden. I just don't remember what it was.
Yeah, he was helping them invest their money and like helping them make money on the side.
That's worth getting shot, huh?
So he had a side hustle.
Well, and they were paying him, and so he was having to try to like hide the money and.
Oh. All right. I haven't read this book either, but I did see the movie. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, a novel written by Roald Dahl. I don't even know how you say that.
I know. My son calls him Ronald, even though there's no N in his name.
There's no.
Roald.
He's read all of them. Too bad he just went to bed. I could be like, hey.
How old's your son?
15.
And he still says Ronald.
No, I don't even know if he says it anymore because he read those years ago. But
so it asks, apart from the so it says here, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was the novel. The movie was called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Apart from this difference, in which version does Veruca Salt get turned into a blueberry?
definitely the movie. No.
Both.
No, because Faruka's the one that won't.
Yeah, Veruca's the golden.
Yeah, she wants.
Oh, you're right.
It's
That
Violet.
other one's name is Violet. You're turning
Violet.
Violet.
Yeah, so neither.
I'm gonna say
Okay,
neither.
so
Yeah, I'm gonna say neither. I haven't read the
That's a
book.
trick question. Amanda caught that one.
Group effort. Good job, Amanda.
Maz also says neither.
I've seen
All right,
that
you're
movie.
correct. Neither. And I got that one wrong. I said movie. I couldn't remember. Violet was the one turned into a blueberry in both the book and the movie. Veruca Salt gets thrown down a chute for bad nuts by squirrels in the book and falls down a chute for bad eggs in the movie.
Yeah, it's terrifying in the book. Like she's attacked by squirrels because they think they're sorting the nuts, and
It's not squirrels, though. Is it?
in the book it is.
It is in the movie, too, because it's all CGI.
Well, this is the 1964 movie we're comparing it to,
Right.
not the Johnny Depp.
It was
Creepy
ducks or geese or something, right? In the movie.
That was like a golden goose egg.
Right. And she said, I want one.
That's right.
All right, next question. Oh, I did get this one right. And I think Amanda will get this. Well, I know Brandy will get this one right. The Fellowship of the Ring was both a 2001 movie directed by Peter Jackson and the 1994 novel by J.R.R. Tolkien. In which version does the character Tom Bombadil appear?
Does it say 1994?
The book.
It says 2001 movie and 1954 novel.
Okay.
It's the book.
It is just the book because if Tom Bombadil was in the movie, I would have quit watching it just like I wanted to quit reading.
Tom Bombadil.
I hate him so much.
Oh, you're so awful.
You got to hear the Andy Serkis audio.
Oh, I did. And my thing is just, why does he have to speak in rhymes? Like, go away, Tom Bombadil. Nobody wants you.
Tom Bombadil. And my son read the book. He didn't listen to audiobook at all. And I think he loved Tom Bombadil too.
I do too.
I think he just, I don't know. Some people, I've heard that though. I've heard that a lot of people are like, ooh, to him.
I mean, there was way too much singing anyway, and it was just like Tom just went over the top. Like I was already fed up with it, and then Tom was like, oh, here we are with more rhyming. I was like, no.
Hans loves him too. You're the only one.
I'm sorry. Anti-Tom. I was so disappointed in Gandalf at the very end. Gandalf's like, he went to go talk with Tom Bombadil. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm guessing Amanda would be a fan of the Riddler from Batman from the rhyming.
For the rhyming. Well, I love the Riddler in the new Batman. Whatever.
Wait, the
Okay,
newest one
so
that
we
came out?
had
Yeah, the new one.
Andy Serkis also in the new Batman.
Yes, he is.
Best Alfred ever.
I will say that Andy Serkis
I
does
haven't
an
seen
amazing job of reading all of those audiobooks. I listened to The Hobbit and all of The Lord of the Rings. He does an amazing job. I mean, he can't help what's written on the page, so he does it great.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
It's-
god.
It's not.
So
in the movie.
Hans and Mazda both say book only. Amanda says book only. Brandy says book only. And you're all correct. It is the book only. If you ever saw the movies, you know that the most important character is missing. I'm just kidding. He's not the most important, but
No, nobody even knew it, so it was fine.
so I saw Fellowship of the Ring, the first movie, before I read any of the books. Hobbit, none of them. I did not know going into that movie that it was one of three. And so when it ended, I'm like, what the
Okay, I did the same thing. My husband took me on a date night, and we were sitting there, and like they crest the hill, and the camera pans, and then the credits start rolling, and I said, what is happening right now? And he's like, it's over. And I was like, no, it's not over. And he was like, there's 3 of them. I said, I hate this so much. I just got up. I was so mad. I was like, why didn't you warn somebody?
Right?
He was like,
I guess if you
like,
read the books, you'd know
yeah,
that
he had
Fellowship
read
of the
them,
Ring was
so
only one
he
of
knew.
3. I had no idea. So it's literally, we left the movie theater and I made my husband take me to the bookstore so I can buy the books because I was like, I can't and wait a year to find out what happens next. Are you kidding me? So when I read Fellowship of the Ring, because I refused to start with the Two Towers, I had to read the first book. And I got to the first half of the book, I'm like, this isn't how the
Right? How long are they going to be in the woods? Like,
but I still liked it. So, all right, next question. I'm glad this trivia is so much fun. Silence of the Lambs was based on the 1988 novel by Thomas Harris. In which version is Senator Martin's daughter named Catherine?
what?
The book.
Dang, I read the book and saw the movie, but I don't.
Yes, same here.
I read the book when I was like in high school.
Oh my gosh, no.
I know.
I saw the movie when I was like in high school.
I'm gonna say both.
Okay.
I'm going to be like Hans and just skip this question. I have 0 idea.
I say only the book.
All right. Amanda, do you want a lifeline?
Okay, sure.
Somebody in the comments answer for Amanda.
Preferably somebody who's read it and seen it.
Somebody who gets it right.
That's right.
In both,
Yeah.
if I get this wrong, you can change my name to Quackmire.
Okay. See, everybody's skipping it, Hans and
Yeah, another skip for me. Next question. All right, the answer is both.
Dang it.
So,
no.
Mazza got it right.
I said both.
Oh, Brandy got it
Mazza
right too.
and Brandy got it right.
What's up, Mazza?
I'm not
Have
keeping
you-
score on this, guys, okay?
Have you reread it, Brandy, since you were in high school?
No, and I read that, and I read Red Dragon, which I think is kind of like after that. And I don't really remember much about either of them, but I think I kind of want to reread them now. I don't know. We'll see.
I read Silence of the Lambs recently. Well, I read it, but I consumed it in audio format. And I liked it. It was a good audiobook. I got a little annoyed at first with the accent for Clarice, but after a while I got used to it. Huh?
Oh, why? What are they doing?
Because she's from the South, and sometimes narrators just overdo the Southern accent a bit.
Yes, they did.
I don't know if you guys saw my review for a book I read recently, and I was like, I had to DNF it. I was like, I can't listen to this woman trying to do a Georgia accent. She sounds like she's friggin' Scarlett O'Hara. This is a modern day book. This is, and they're in Atlanta. This is not like, Boondock, Georgia. Why is this woman talking like she's stepped out of the plantation? I couldn't do it. Masa said, I'm taking score and I'm winning.
You look like a young Justin Bieber in that hoodie with that hair.
I was gonna say some like Ashley's going to the skate park soon.
Right?
I think it's so cute. Yeah.
All right, how many of you guys have seen Fight Club?
Nope.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
How many of you read the book?
Nope.
I did not read.
Yeah.
I want to read the book.
By
but-
Chuck.
All I know is that we don't talk about Fight Club. I haven't.
I don't like Chuck
All right,
Stratton.
well, we're going to talk about it for just a minute as I ask you, in which version of Fight Club, the movie or the book, did the narrator kill himself at the end?
Wow. The book.
Mazza didn't know there was a book.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
both.
and theirs is spelled THERE''S. Aren't you going to college, Maza?
Bro.
No, I'm gonna say. I haven't read the book, so I don't know. But I'm gonna say movie. How can the narrator kill himself?
Both.
By just killing himself. What do you
It's
mean?
pretty bad.
And the book's
I
over.
don't like it. Same.
So, yes. Okay. The answer is neither. He does not die in the movie, nor does he kill himself in either version. So,
That's
I'm
dumb.
just saying,
Ha,
if
ha,
you
ha.
try and read the book, I do not like his writing. It is so difficult to like.
I've never read a book by him. It's
Who
that
is
bad?
Chuck
Chuck-
Palahniuk.
Yeah.
Halloween. I don't know.
It's, I do
Okay.
remember in the movie that he puts the gun in his mouth and shoots, but he does it to kill his alter character, but he doesn't actually die. So,
Oh,
but it says
Halon.
in the book, the last chapter is narrated like he is dead, but the descriptions are of the hospital, so he is still alive by the end of the book. I didn't read it. I didn't know. All right. So next question: who's seen Contact with
Jodie Foster
Jodie Foster? Who's seen it?
and Matthew McConaughey, right? I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Did you
seen-
read the book?
Did not know there was a book.
There is a book, and I didn't know that either. In the 1985 novel by Carl Sagan, titled Contact, was brought to the big screen in 1997. Which version are Ellie and Palmer lovers?
Well, I mean, I feel like they were in the movie.
They were, but do you think they were in the book as well?
Well, I'm going to say no. So I'm going to say, well, I don't know. What year was it written? Hold up. 1985, it says.
85, yeah.
Pass.
I
I
choose.
don't even remember the movie. I've seen the movie, but I don't remember it.
I just
All
remember
right.
that they saw aliens or something.
Mazda says just the movie.
I'm going to say movie. On
Nicole, movie. You're going to say movie. The correct answer is movie.
My brain hurts.
They were only friendly in the book.
Hollywood.
Well, so that's what I was going to say. If that book was written by a woman, they probably would have been. So.
Always
What? Mazda? Spicy.
That movie was so confusing. I still don't really understand what happened in that movie. And I've
Wasn't
seen it
it?
a couple times.
Didn't they find crop circles? Like, isn't that what started their searching for aliens? Were from the crop
Well, they got a
circles?
message, right? They got a message.
Oh, I don't know.
And then they
I
had
saw
to
it probably
translate
right
it.
when it came out. I have not even thought
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I was just a young, 19-year-old, just graduated high school, trying to be cool for my boyfriend who likes sci-fi. And I went, what the okay. Who has seen The Godfather? Anybody?
Nope.
Anybody?
It's been a while, but yes.
Who's read the book? Nobody. I have. But I still got this wrong. The Godfather was a 1972 movie directed by Francis Ford Coppola and was based on a 1969 novel by Mario Puzo. In which version does Mo Green get assassinated?
Both.
Can you repeat the question? I was looking up the trailer for Contact.
In which version of The Godfather is Mo Moe Green assassinated?
The book.
I said both because I'm assuming when he says "say hello to my little friend" that he's killing Mo.
Sick. I love
Wait, is that The Godfather or something else? That's Scarface.
That's Scarface.
Okay, well, I'm still going with my answer.
We clearly know what we're talking about here.
That's right.
I'll answer when I have seen or read any material for Hans.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding and ask me trivia.
I love you all diving into this trivia. You come to me. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the day of my daughter's wedding.
Is that Mo that he's
okay.
talking to? See, she said she just watched the movie, so she's got to know that he took it in the eye. So,
all right. The correct answer is both.
Oh.
In the book, Mo is murdered in the home of his Hollywood mistress. In the movie, he dies in a massage parlor during the Corleone's final vengeance. He's the one that got it in the eye.
Can you imagine just being in a massage parlor?
no.
Talk about a happy ending for the Corleones.
Ooh, speaking of mobs, Al Capone actually had an underground lair, like a hideout here in Arkansas.
Really?
Yeah, did you know that?
Interesting trivia.
It's like
Okay.
down in the tunnels.
Let's talk about the fact that you're in Arkansas, and I did not know this. Have we already talked about this?
Yes, ma'am. We've talked about.
Listen, the only time I talk to you is after midnight, and then I can't remember anything that we have said.
The things we talk about after midnight do not leave.
They just go out of my brain. So, okay.
Nicole just talked about this new series of The Making of the Godfather. I saw the trailer. It looks interesting. I wonder how much of it is true. Mazza says, Ashley, when you said here, I thought you meant here, like there with you. Like in your house.
I were like Al Capone.
I'm not sure where it's at.
Here. My house.
All I know is that you go downtown, you take a tunnel, and bam, you're underneath in his lair.
That's creepy.
Where is downtown again? I just need to know.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Okay. That's where I went for my honeymoon. We already discussed this, I'm sure. So I'm going to not say
No,
that.
we haven't discussed that.
Okay.
Okay. Who's seen The Shining? The Kubrick.
And I've read it. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do this.
Right?
Who's read it? Have you read it as well, Ashley?
Yes, you bought the book for me.
Oh, that's right.
She only talks to you after midnight. She can't remember what happened.
Okay. So this question is, which version does all work and no play make Jack a dull boy?
Both.
Both.
Mazza.
Hold up. Which Shining? Which Shining? The book or the movie?
I'm taking my hearts back from you, Mazza.
I was going to say, we might have our first, can we all unanimously vote?
Isn't there a way I can drop him from this?
So far, they're my favorite Stephen King books.
You can't sit with us.
The book is like a billion times better than the movie. So,
but I still wouldn't hate on the movie.
I mean,
I think the book is better than the movie.
Okay, but once I read the book, the movie actually went lower down than.
That's true.
Oh. No, it is the best.
The disgust.
I love that book. Oh.
It's okay. We still love you, Mazza.
Yeah, I know. We
I have no words.
Okay, let's go back to Saf asking me where I'm moving. I'm moving to Alabama. But you have to say it like Forrest Gump, like Alabama, I think.
Sweet home Alabama.
Well, yeah, we're going to be living in Alabama for 1 year, and then I have no idea. So,
hey, you're not going to be that far from me.
I'll be closer to Arkansas for sure, because that's where my people are, and it's easier. My best friend lives in
I'm
Hot
curious. I'm curious, Masa, what is your favorite Stephen King? I mean, you're a constant reader.
I can
What
guess.
is your favorite?
Gunslinger. I'm gonna say that. I think that's his favorite.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna
What,
say-
as most confusing? I would list that as most confusing.
Yeah. All right. So the answer to that was the movie.
Yeah, I don't remember that from the book.
He doesn't say that in the book. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy was what Jack had written on every page in his manuscript in the movie. The book had no mention of that phrase. Kubrick's version was so different from the novel that
Yes.
Stephen King said, I'd admired Kubrick for a long time and had great expectations for the project, but I was deeply disappointed in the end result. You know, I didn't really appreciate the movie because I saw the movie for the first time when I was younger, and it was like a horror flick, right? Then I read the book, and there's just so much that goes on in the book that didn't happen in the movie. And then I read and saw the Dr. Sleep, and I have a better appreciation for the Kubrick movie now as more than just a slasher film.
Okay, Mazza is back because he loves The Stand, and I do too. So
I haven't read
Under the Dome, really?
I haven't read Under the Dome, but
I haven't
The Stand has the best
Yeah.
characters I have ever read.
Yes.
Like, everybody wants to complain about it, and I was like, that's the book that made me realize that I was a character reader, because I read 1,000 pages of those characters, and if he had written another 1,000 pages, I would have read that too. Like, I could not get enough of them, and I loved them.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
have to
read
agree.
the older version or the newer version?
No, the only one that you can buy now, unless you go to like old whatever, is the extended version. You can get them. Oh, do you have both of them? So I don't know what I would.
It's all dusty.
Right.
I got
I don't.
$5.
I don't know that I would do that, but
Well, I made Brandy do it because I'm reading the original because Daniel Barnett swears it is better than the extended version. But I hear the opposite from everybody else. So,
well, I don't have anything to compare it to, but I was fine with how long it was. Like, it really didn't feel like it was 1,000 pages to me. So
how long is that
I
one?
can't see it, but
Brandy?
it says author of the number one author of the Gunslinger. That's how they're trying to hook you with the Gunslinger.
right. Well, they're like, hey, he wrote this very confusing novel. Why don't you read this other one and see?
Okay, this one is 817 pages.
So it's only 200 pages less?
So yeah, 200 pages. Come on. You can't get enough. I mean, the characters, I love them.
Well, maybe I do want to read the other one then. But we looked for this for so long that we got two of them because I don't know. Steve says he wants to read this one.
Man, I knew that, but my family was ringing me. How rude of them.
Have to go deal with your family.
So,
Oh, The Shining movie.
preach, Amanda.
I love this band so much.
All right. This is one I don't even know if anybody here is going to be able to, not that I don't think you guys are smart, but I haven't seen the movie or read the book. So, W.P. Kinsella's 1982 baseball novel, Shoeless Joe, was adapted to the big screen and renamed Field of Dreams. Yes,
Oh,
I said that. I have
Yeah.
not seen Field of Dreams.
Oh,
And
that's right. It's such a good movie.
I mean, I heard that. I mean, I know what it's about. I just never saw it. When was it? It came out in 89? Man, I was in middle school. In which version does Ray kidnap J.D. Salinger? Wait, isn't J.D. Salinger an author?
Yes. That's got to be in the book because I don't remember that happening in the movie.
I don't remember that either, and I haven't read the book, so
Skip.
pass.
Nobody knows.
Nicole, are you talking about the movie being crap?
Shining. I think she's talking about Shining. Wait, actually, I don't know. Maybe she's talking about The Stand.
Field of Dreams?
She can't be talking about Field of Dreams. Come on. Trash Man is amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody in the chat have an answer? Nobody? It is the book. Only the book. So it says, in the movie, Ray kidnaps Terrence Mann, a fictional author used for logistical reasons. The book also includes Eddie Seasons and the world's oldest living Chicago Cub, or the world. Yeah, see, this is the reason why I haven't seen it. Oh, she said Field of Dreams is crap.
She hates sports movies.
Oh, goodness.
Is that what it all is? Is it just sports? About sports?
Yes.
I like Stick It.
No, it's about him connecting with his dead father and all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Who here's read Harry Potter? Chamber of Secrets specifically.
Okay. I've read that one a few times.
Surely everybody here has seen the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Well, in which version does Hagrid raise blast-ended Scroots? Blast-ended Scroots. I'm going to say
Can you repeat the
What
whole
did I
question,
say?
please?
And which one does Hagrid raise them?
Yeah.
I
Chamber
know
of
that he
Secrets.
does. I think he does in the books.
Are they called Scroots, though?
Yes.
It's a trick question, I think. They're called
Is it?
something else.
What the heck is a Groot?
I'm going to say neither.
Scroot. With an S.
It's called something else.
Yeah, neither.
Okay, I'm saying the books.
He did the dragon. He raised the dragon in the book, and he also did.
No, there's that bird thing. Is it like a...
Wait, which one is this in that they're saying?
Chamber of Secrets. Second
Which
one.
one is that? Okay. I think yes in the books, but I don't know.
So the correct answer is neither. It is a trick question. He does raise them, but in the fourth book.
Oh.
See,
I
I haven't
don't
read
know what a Scroot is.
I read those books out loud to my whole family. Like, we all sat in the living room 3 nights a week, and I set a timer, and they just sat there and listened to me read.
Did you get through all of them
tried.
that way? Because I felt like
Yes.
they would get to the third or fourth one, and they would just be like, okay, no more.
Okay,
No,
I was
we
thinking
read
of
through
a
every one of them, and it took us over a year. And
Yeah, my daughter
You
went
don't
on
think
her own after, but my son was like,
my boys had already listened to the audio version, which that guy does a really good job. So they had already read them all. I was the only one that was new to it. Everybody else had already read it. And so I'd be like, what is happening? And they were all laughing.
yeah, isn't it Ian McClellan that does the audiobooks? I've listened to a few of the audiobooks. They're good.
Yeah.
I think they're free. You can listen to them for free right now.
Same
I don't know the
thing.
name of.
Fire spitting
does
crabby
raise-
critters. That sounds like fun.
Doing this question. I miss a Harry Potter installment. Okay, so last question. Who has seen the movie The Princess Bride? Who's read the book?
Nope.
I just read it
Okay,
like 2
it's
months
such a
ago.
great book. What did you think? Book or movie?
I think movie. I don't know. That kind of humor just is, I have to be in the right mood for it anyway. But I listened to the audiobook read by Rob Reiner, the guy who directed the movie.
It's I loved the book, but I still love the movie. Like it's just one of those things where they're great separately and you can appreciate them separately. So the question is, Does the story come to an end with Prince Humperdinck's army attacking Wesley and company as Buttercup's horse throws a shoe, Inigo's wounds reopen and Wesley relapses? Which, the novel or the movie?
Well, that's not
a whole lot of stuff.
The
Yes.
novel.
So let me repeat.
either.
In which does the story come to an end with Prince Humperdinck's armies attacking Wesley and company as Buttercup's horse throws a shoe, Inigo's wounds reopen, and Wesley relapses?
I'm going to say, I have no idea.
The book.
I don't know.
I love
Okay.
Stephen Fry.
The correct answer is the book only. William Gold claimed the book was based on a story he loved as a child but never read by S. Morgenstern. His father would always read it to him and left out this last bit. This dynamic is illustrated in the movie by Peter Falk and Fred Savage. So he's claimed, and I read the book and I liked it because it was like the narrator was telling you, this is a story that I was told when I was a child, but I can't find it. And so it was kind of cool. I mean, Amanda, you read it. All right, that was the last question, and we are 2 hours in, and we've only done 25 minutes reading. So let's do one more reading sprint, and then we could all start wrapping up and getting ready for bed. Is 25 minutes enough? Too much? Just right?
Sounds fine.
All right. Just curious how many of you guys have read The Neverending Story?
I haven't, and you talked about it, and then right after you talked about it to me, my sister talked about it to me, and so
What, the never-ending story?
yeah, and she said it's okay. The first, like you were saying, the first half of the book is the movie, but then this second half, she said it's so good. She thought it was really good.
Oh my gosh, no. I think you read the first half of the book and then you skip to the last chapter.
I don't know.
Yes. I have to agree.
So
I know, and I read it for a birthday read. I mean, it's Andrew's favorite book from Get Right On In, like his most favorite book ever. And I was like, oh, great, I'm going to love this book. And I got to the end of the movie, and I looked at the book, and I was like, I'm halfway done. And then it was just nonsense until the very last chapter, and I was like, this is amazing, last chapter. Like, that's it. But
All right, here we go. I'll see you guys in 25 minutes.
oh, bye, Hans. He's leaving.
bye,
Oh, bye, Hans. Time's up. I just finished chapter 4, so I haven't yet started chapter 5.
I'm at the very beginning of chapter 7.
I'm at chapter 5.
Yeah, I'm at chapter 7.
Okay, let's talk about this island sinking.
That's terrifying. First of all.
Right? So these are floating islands, right? They're not naturally made islands.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I keep referring back to the
Oh,
beginning.
that's what I was going to text y'all in the private chat and say, is there a map? Because it's killing me.
Yeah, there's a
Dang.
Yeah, it's a pretty good map. Like, so this would be I think this is the one that sunk right here. Oh. I can't even make the camera zoom in on it.
Well, the point of view that I just did in chapter 6, it listed where it was and it said the furthest point in the kingdom or something. I was like, dang.
Yeah, and then the next chapter, I think, where what's her name?
Lynn
Is it Lynn
or
or
Falu?
yeah,
Falu or Sand. They're all females. We have 3 girls and a boy telling us this story.
Yeah. But somebody mentioned this Mila Island way up here on the opposite corner. But that might be later, so.
I think I'll just pull up a picture of the map and then I can reference it.
Yeah, I keep looking at it because.
So did everybody get to the part then? It must have been in chapter 4 where Lynn's dad comes up to them and then his construct comes in that is a spider with human
hands.
and an old lady's face on its abdomen. I thought that has to be the creepiest thing in the whole world. Like,
Is this a horror story? Are we sure this is fantasy?
Yeah, right.
well, I'm like, why specifically an old lady's face? And then the narrator in my audiobook just did like an old lady's voice too. I was like, don't do that. No, that was
No thanks.
But I would have been out when all those hands started coming up. I'd have been like, I gotta go somewhere.
So this map makes it look like they're natural islands, but she says when that construct comes, she says, I wasn't sure on which of the floating isles or islands Father had found the abomination that made up the bulk of the construct. So I'm like, okay, are these floating islands? Are they like man-made islands? But I went back to the chapter where he's on Deerhead, and I don't see anywhere where it says that.
No, and they have a mine, and they mentioned something about how the mine goes really far, like into the Earth or whatever planet this is. Whatever world.
I was just wondering if it was the earthquake that destroyed. Well, we don't know what really caused the island to sink, right? Because he's saying he's heard of quakes, but he's never heard of a quake causing this. Like, what could it be? You guys have any ideas?
I think it's the Angela.
I don't know. I'm kind of. I don't know. It's kind of getting into it later, I think. So I don't want to.
Oh, okay. I don't know either. I was just imagining this like Godzilla type monster coming out.
Kaiju.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Some construct that got out of control or whatever.
Right. It could be.
Oh, one thing that I meant to say in the last reading was, and she talked about it again in Lynn's chapter 4, but like they each have keys, and she has 6 and her brother has 7. And I'm like, what is that? So it's when she gets a copy of that key, is she now going to have 7 and he's going to have 7? I'm like, is it a game they're playing with her dad where they have to steal the keys and get their own copies made? Like, I don't understand what that means. So
I don't know.
I didn't know what that was either.
But I love
do not like that.
She straight just sold him out and was like, he was going to take me to the secret library. He was like, what?
Yeah, he's like, okay.
So I like my first thought when I was reading that. What's his name?
Jovis?
No, the brother.
Oh.
Stealing,
Buying.
buying.
Is like, if Fitz was a jackass, this would be him. Because every time I think of the Foss, even though Fitz was actually blood, but yeah, it was just like, if Fitz was jackass, he'd be buying. He's just snotty, like rubbing it in her face that she can't remember.
Well, I mean,
like,
he did also say, hey, you know what I did when I couldn't remember is that I thought about it and I like meditated and tried to remember. And so maybe there are things she could do to try to remember. But
yeah, and why is she spending all this time talking to the constructs? So he says, instead of spending all your time talking to the constructs, you should meditate. So what is she?
I think she's trying to figure out how the bone shard magic works, since her dad won't tell her.
Well, then meditate so you can get your memory back, and then your daddy will teach you.
Right.
You gotta do some TLC. You gotta do some self-care.
Yeah, I think she's going to be the one that's going to annoy me because she's the one that's making teenage decisions, and I'm going to be like,
and letting her or releasing her breast she didn't know she was holding.
right.
All right, you guys, we are coming on 3 a.m. Just even though we didn't get very much reading done, it's not much different than any other reading kickoff readathon we've done before. So
It's so fun, though.
It is. We always have fun, that's for sure. So those of you who are still with us, we'll continue all the fun on our Discord, which the link is in the description below. And I haven't created a separate fold or whatever you call thread for this book. So as soon as I get a chance, I'll add that. Just make sure if you're going to make any comments about the book that you put the spoiler tag in there so that nobody gets spoiled, but we will continue our conversation there. Ashley is going to have some sprints continued in Discord. So there is a reading sprint server in the voice servers. If you scroll down to the bottom, and you can join her there. I'm headed for the nice comfortable bed, so I won't be joining you for that. But
Are you going to do them tomorrow on Discord, Ashley?
I can.
Okay. Well, maybe if I could do it, I will.
Same
I
here.
could do it tomorrow. That way people can, because I'm sure a bunch of us are going to be going to bed soon.
Just post it on Discord when you're up and you're ready to do it, and I'll jump on.
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right. Well, happy birthday again, Ashley.
Thank you. Happy birthday to you too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but belated and early.
Belated and but early.
All right. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Happy sleeping. Bye.
Bye.